welcome to another site visit tour with Construction Week Middle East. Today I have something very exciting to show you guys here at the Palm Jumeirah. Currently I am standing right in front of the most expensive villa and one of the most expensive villas here at the Front G, aka the Billionaire's Row. There is a lot to see today and a lot to talk about in terms of design, location, and price point. And so, without further ado, let's get on with the tour. Let's go. So before we go in, there's a special feature that they have here at the entrance. Right here is a face recognition access to the main door. As you can see, it's a 7-meter tall door, so it's quite heavy and I'm not very keen on pulling it right now. So with this will open automatically and we can go in. So very majestic entrance here right off the bat. And today we're actually going to be talking to Dr. Shams Naga, the founder, principal, and managing director of Naga Architects today. So let's go. Tell us everything about the villa.
Thank you, Julian. This villa has been designed over 2 years. It took some time to integrate everything together. We tried very much to integrate nature into the villa. Most villas that have waterfront focus on the waterfront only, and pretty much forget everything else about the layout of the villa. The villa has been designed surrounding a courtyard, which have this beautiful olive tree, and would have koi fish in the middle. That creates the heart of the house. And from there, the moment you enter from the house, you will be seeing the court. You will see all the way through to the water. And not only that, but the bridge on the first floor is all in glass. So you get this transparency and flow of light. And even the top of that spine is also in glass with a water element on it. So the moment you enter the house, you see this experience of an openness, play of light, and a mix of nature at every level of the floor. I will be discussing that later. On the first floor, once you get to this point, then you have the show kitchen, and you have a glass floor. The glass floor opens down to what will be then the gym, and you also have a wine cellar. Obviously, it's not in place yet.
But it's directly below
It's directly below there.
Okay.
So whoever is using the kitchen will be standing over that glass. It's safe to be on there.
Not for the faint of heart.
And then you will have the experience of when this is also lit, you will see below the wine cellar under there. You have the glass elevator which is on this side, and from this side you have a feature tree, so you're always again connected with a bit of nature, not only the view of the sea.
What I noticed from this villa is actually how seamlessly it integrates the indoors to the outdoors, especially with so many glass, like floor-to-ceiling glass. I feel like it really does. I almost don't know where it ends, like from the indoors to the outdoors.
Very good observation. And what we did to emphasize that, if you look, we use only one material. We use Italian travertine, and it's everywhere, and it's connected. It's seamless. So if you look at the flooring and you look at the outside flooring, the moment this glass opens up, it's almost one living room, inside and outside. The palette of the house is travertine and a white Calcutta. So Calcutta then happens on this wall where the TV would be placed. There's a fireplace below. And then here, and also it's also an accent in the furniture. So all the furniture, when it comes in, have that same accent. So it's just these two materials. And then this is your dining kind of a buffet. This will be a showpiece for artwork and has lighting, as you can see from below. You have a buffet below. And then here you also have a bar
with chairs.
With chairs. So this is that.
So I have a curious question, because Dubai is a very hot city.
Yes.
How is heat? Is there any way of technology was involved in kind of limiting the heat coming from, of course, outside? Because these are floor-to-ceiling glass. How was this done? Okay.
Again, it has been studied very carefully in terms of orientation. So when we started, we looked very carefully at the orientation of every space.
Yeah.
So the courtyard, again, protects itself in general, because at all times there is shade. And once the trees are out there, which they are in the process of planting them, then they provide shades for that courtyard.
Right.
Obviously, we have, this luckily is not a west facade, it's an eastern facade. You can see the sun coming in.
It's not direct sunlight.
So the morning sun is okay. So we did not have a problem to provide shading for the facade on the water. There is another pocket garden which is on that other side, which is more western, and that also provides protection for the bedrooms and the space in between.
Right, right. Very great play of nature, I think, as well. You mentioned play of light, but I think how nature was integrated into the space is also very strategic. So lead us through the next part. Okay, so take us through the first floor. I'm very excited for this one.
So here behind you is actually the door lattice from the garage. So it's actually a very concealed door.
Yes,
so it almost does not disturb that wall.
The
wall, even the handrail is embedded into the travertine with light. At night, that becomes the only source of light to open up, to light up that space. Plus, of course, the lights are coming up from above.
Yeah.
Please. So throughout the passage here on the stair, you'll constantly be looking at that courtyard and enjoying the play of light that's coming out from above. So once you arrive to this point, this becomes the first point that you can do, whether from the elevator or from the stair. So this then you start experiencing the first floor from.
Right.
You can look back and then you see the glass flooring, which, and then the glass ceiling above it with the water above. This is constantly changing depending on the time of the day. Best time to see it is at noon at sunset because the sun is really hitting it directly and then you see a strong play of that light. But again, it gives different experience by the day or by the hour.
I can imagine this looking very beautiful during golden hour, like around 4 and 5.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that becomes the experience of the first floor. You're still looking down at your courtyard. That becomes the main feature. Again, once this is filled in with koi fish and that olive tree grows, it becomes the main heart of the house. Okay, so I'll walk you to this bedroom. Again, notice again the same flooring is coming throughout the house. The material is coming from the outside.
Same.
The terrace is the same travertine. Large slabs have been covered here. Book matching, all looks the same, so it's one continuous piece. Here, behind you would be seeing that is a slab. It's again a Calcutta slab with the bed coming out of it. And then we look to this side, you'll have the bathroom. The bathroom has clear glass. Currently, I'm showing it in again, to be protected for use if somebody is using that. But again, once you're in the bathroom, you'll be able to see through to the view of the sea. So once you come into this bathroom, you'll have the vanity is all again travertine, one continuous piece. Again, there will be a light here, there will be a mirror which will be suspended. So then again, you use the space. As you can see, the glass is opaque. Again, if you're using the toilet or using the shower, you can make it that. And now it's all of a sudden, it's transparent. And if I'm just brushing my teeth, having makeup, shaving, I enjoy the view. I can see Burj Al Arab, I can see Burj Khalifa and the water, and that gives you that relaxing experience. All right, walking to the second bedroom, this is also facing the sea, but the surprise element of it, the moment you open the door, you will see then that green pocket garden. That pocket garden goes up for 2 stories, and this will be having more like a Zen feeling. Okay, it has another screen that protects us for 2 floors up, and that provides protection for the people using the bedroom as well as the bathroom, and also provide the sense of green that, again, I'm not only on a waterfront, but I also have a green pocket that I can enjoy.
This part of the house is, I think, one of my favorites.
Yes.
I think that's where you can really see the magic that's being done by the water on the roof. So tell us about this. Tell us about the play of light.
Now, again, as mentioned, it will be constantly changing depending on the time of the day. We're getting closer to the beautiful time when the sun, at noon, it will flow all the way down. I'll walk you up to the first floor and we'll see how we can get there.
Wow. This is the master's bedroom. I can see that very well.
This is a trophy of the house. I mean, for the master bedroom, for the owners of the house, they get to enjoy the top floor because this is all glass. The glass here all pockets into this fixed piece, and the glass here pockets on this side. So then you'll have...
It'll be completely open.
It'll be completely open. And because I have less walls, I have a TV which will be coming up of the floor here. So, that TV then would access for the living room, which would be here, or the retreat, as well as the master bed, which is at the very end. So again, now this is open, so you get an experience of how the space will be open. In a weather like now, you really can open the whole glass and enjoy the experience of that bedroom. Again, this will be seating area with the fireplace. You have a TV here, watch your feet, please. And then over here, we'll have a day bed. And then here will be your coffee bar. And then you also have another olive tree, which will give you a bit of a protection, also for the master bedroom. And then you can sit down and have the view of, you can see all the way down to Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa, all the way, and you can see also Marina on this side.
So there's more to this bedroom.
Yes, now this gets you to the master dresser. You have a full closet, 10 meters length. It's covered now before under construction. The master dresser now has a glass wall and also have a glass ceiling. So there's the screen that we're seeing is above that glass ceiling. So there's constant play of light that comes from this side, and depending on the sun location, you also will get the shadow playing on that floor as well. So then you will see one side, you will see the green. On the other side, you start to see the experience of the shadow and the play of light. Now we're walking only in the master bath, the only space that is enclosed fully is a toilet, okay, which we have here. All those are kind of Japanese toilet with washers set in. But then you come to this master bath, and you will have a vanity. There are mirrors that's going to be coming into this side. Again, the same experience. It has a glass ceiling. It has a glass wall. Here will be a bit of green to the side. And then a shower, the two vanity spaces. And then outside, there's an outside shower and a tub.
That's what you were talking about earlier.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Now, these will not be here. This is only there for construction. But once this will be all green, so that if you are in the tub or in the shower, you'll have the full privacy of being outside. So again, that is the full experience of the house. From this side, on site, we noticed that we have a good view here of Atlantis. So what we've done is we opened this at a higher level than your head level, and then we'll be green into this side. So again, if for fireworks, and you'll be able to see fireworks from Burj Khalifa all the way till
Great. I'm sure you can see New Year's fireworks from here.
From every angle.
For sure. Oh.
So that experience here is an outdoor dining. It is right by that water element. So you can enjoy the koi fish, you can enjoy the olive tree, and from here you enjoy the remaining part of that garden. Again, imagine this becomes taller and then provides you the privacy for that courtyard. That is then the experience of an outdoor for breakfast, for evening. When that is opened and the living room is opened, then you can extend for a large group of people to sit outside, eat outside and have a big party if needed.
So Dr. Naga, thank you once again for giving us a lovely tour of the villa. I have a few questions that I want to ask you post-tour, and one of them includes design, because I'm sure there has been some challenges that you faced in the construction and the design brief process. So what were these challenges and how did you overcome them?
The main beauty and the main challenge of this villa is that we were the owners of the villa. So we've been in Dubai for 22 years plus. And we've done a lot of luxury homes, but all the time we're doing it for a particular client and a particular taste. This particular one was, we are deciding what to do and deciding what is right, what should we do as an experience. So this gave us this freedom that we've had, gave us a lot of challenges. That it was a question of what do you do and how much do you want to push that? So we decided we want to push that experience. We wanted every space to have its own experience. Every little part of that to be very well designed. That meant it took a lot of time in design. It also took a lot of time during construction when we see things that, I showed you the open area in Atlantis. That was not part of the original design. When we get there, when we find an opportunity, then we modify some of our designs. So that continuous experience allowed us a different result than what we usually do by designing on board or designing on a computer and then implement that on site. So that almost kind of a design-build experience added another element for us.
Right. And what are some milestones that you also reached in completing this villa to where it is now?
As mentioned, it took us quite a bit of time to design before starting. It's almost been a year before we started our construction. Once we did the skeleton and we did the form of the building, other opportunities occurred that we went back to the drawing board, changing a few elements and then modifying certain things. And then when we got to the finishes, we had, everything was designed. You've seen the whole villa is based on this 80 80 centimeters travertine, all of it is in that put. So not missing one line. And these lines, match with the steps, match with every element, so that it was very well coordinated and very well detailed in many ways.
So the last question I have has something to do with sustainable construction, because that's a very important topic, especially in the construction industry at the moment. So what were some, things that you kept in mind when building this villa?
As I might have passed on it a bit in our tour, the design of this, we were lucky that the front facade was not a west facade or a very harsh sun. So that helped us a bit. Yeah. But the rest of it, the location of the courtyard of the house was very important, because that provided constant shades. The idea of the water element, although it was for the play of light, but also was to give protection. Yeah. The shading element of the double height pocket area was for the same reason. So there was a lot of elements that we took in mind in designing that we don't really, it's not designed as a glass box. The glass is carefully studied where it is, although we see a lot of glass, but there is efficiency of use of AC as well as privacy, which is how to manage both of them, sustainability as well as the privacy for the home.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Naga. It has been a pleasure to go through this villa with you.
Thank you very much. You should come again and visit when it's all complete.
Yes, definitely need to see this once everything is in place and I can see have the full experience.
Thank you very much.
And that's a wrap of today's site visit tour. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode with Dr. Shams Naga here at Villa G17. If you like today's episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. This has been reporter Julianne Tolentino from Construction Week Middle East. Until next time.